A Teacher's Social Media Guide. Chapter 1. Use social media for education. Teachers use social media in education. Social media gets a bad rap in education because it seems frivolous. Using social media as a teacher with your students is as easy as setting up a free Facebook, Weebly or WordPress website and using it for educational purposes. Some teachers use Twitter or get every student's email address to send out class messages. Some teachers post their lessons in podcast or video form. Some get a YouTube channel. Some teachers want to get an internet presence beyond their class, so they create elaborate websites and invite other teachers and students to visit and communicate with them. edutopia.org/social-media-education-resources. edutopia.org/parent-21st-century-learning-resource-guide. edudemic.com/2012/a-teachers-guide-to-social-media. gettingsmart.com/blog/2011/12/developing-social-media-strategy-for-your-classroom. commonsensemedia.org/advice-for-parents/social-networking-tips, social networking tips. commonsensemedia.org. mashable.com/2012/06/12/social-media-beginners-guide. ibm.com/developerworks/views/industry/libraryview.jsp, using social media in education, Parts 1 and 2, by Nicola Osborne. edtechmagazine.com/k12/articles/2012/05/7-safer-social-media-classroom, 7 steps to safer social media in the classroom. The danger of the teacher on any social website. Should you befriend students online? Let's say you're a teacher. You can put up a Facebook or WordPress website and use it to communicate with your students for education purposes. Should you have a personal website that you do not use for professional purposes but use for your hobbies and to meet new people your age? If you do, one of your students will type your name into a search engine and the social media websites and find it, then everyone will know about it. What about starting a Facebook page where you socialize with your students in grade school? I say no because kids are immature. They do not have fully developed brains. There are no secrets. Anything you do will be revealed. Children will betray their teacher in a minute. That's the way they are. Do them 100 favors. It doesn't matter. When they face the possibility of getting in trouble, like somebody asking them about their social correspondence with their teacher, they'll turn it all over right away. Use the computer for education. Leave it there. In my opinion, if you want a social media presence, create an alter ego, an avatar or a character. Teachers are public people. Others will scrutinize everything about you. Some of your students will go on the big dating websites and type your name in to see if they can find you. If you have a LinkedIn.com profile, keep it tame. Some student will find it and tell everybody about it. You are an educator. You're not a friend. That's the line. Don't post inappropriate activities. Some teachers post up nude pictures of themselves and talk about getting high on their Facebook page. It's really stupid and unnecessary. Don't ever badmouth anyone at school on your website because it will all be public gossip in a day or so. Even though you can do whatever you want outside of school that's legal, like I said, you're a public person. To you or me, a teacher moonlighting as a stripper might be cool, but to a lot of people, stripping is immoral. Chances are you'll be fired if you post it up on your stripper teacher website. You might hate one of your students, but don't say anything about it online. Don't talk about students or grades at all on social media. Use privacy settings. Even with privacy settings, people can hack through them. Students want to know everything about you, they're going to find it and bring it to the classroom. Communicate with students on their level as a teacher talking to a student. Don't make friends with them, even high school students, because they do not have the capacity for emotional loyalty. I've seen a few students become friends with their teachers, but most students just care about the marks. A good thing to use a teacher website for is to post links to educational articles, videos, etc. Anything from your past might come back to haunt you. They got facial recognition technology search software. I saw a picture of a middle-aged chubby science teacher and then I saw her in a porn video 15 years earlier. I tried to figure out how did anyone find her. I think they must have used facial recognition software. Edmodo.com, a social network designed to connect students and teachers online. Teachers' social network websites. Teachersn.com, teachers' social network site. Talkbean.com, connecting students and teachers from all over the world. Wiziq.com, connecting teachers and students for distance learning. Chatrooms.net. CLASSROOM20.com. CLASSROOM20.com. Edmodo.com, help educators harness the power of social media to customize the classroom for each and every learner. Educationalnetworking.com. Educationalnetworking.com. Educationalnetworking.com/list +sign networks. Educationworld.com/a_tech/best social media sites for educators.html. Educationworld.com/a_tech/best social media sites for educators.html. Educatorsconnect.com. Educatorsconnect.com. edudemic.com. edudemic.com. edupln.ning.com/forum/topics/top 10 social networking. edupln.ning.com/forum/topics/top 10 social networking. edutopia.org. edutopia.org/social media education examples Facebook. edweek.org. elementaryteachersnetwork.ning.com. emergentbydesign.com/2009/11/24/75 resources educator def or integrating social media. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/social_software_in_education. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/social_software_in_education. gru.ps. groupsite.com. guardian.co.uk/teachernetwork/2012/jul/26/social media teacher guide. isenet.ning.com/forum/topics/teachers and Facebook. learnedhenet.com/learnto social network. life123.com/parenting/tweensteens/social networking. life123.com/parenting/tweensteens/social networking. masternewmedia.org. ncssnetwork.ning.com. ncssnetwork.ning.com/group/teaching with technology. ncssnetwork.socialstudies.org. ning.com. NECteachers.com is the social network for NYC teachers. onlineuniversities.com/blog/2011/09/ using social media in the higher education classroom. onmilwiki.com/teacher/teacherforumsc discussion blogs social networking for .html. onmilwiki.com/teacher/teacherforumsc discussion blogs social networking for .html. paultalk.com. pbs.org/teachers/librarymedia/aasl/lam.pdf. phoenix.edu/students/onlinecommunities.html. proteacher.net. sitesforteachers.com. socialgo.com. socialmediaclassroom.com. socialmediaexaminer.com. socialmediapolicy/socialmediapolicy-education/socialmediapolicy-teachers. socialnetwork.com. socialnetworking.lovetono.com. socialnetworking4teachers.wikispaces.com. student.com. Sunshinastatnews.com/story/social media explodes flow write a teacher protest chat. Tagboard.com. Teachers.net. Teachersnetwork.org. Teachingcontent.ning.com. TechNewsDaily.com/421 Teachers embracing social media in the classroom.html. TheLantern.com/campus/some teachers use social media in classroom to connect students 1.288. Teen Social Networking for Parents.blogspot.com. Teen Social Networking for Parents.blogspot.com/p/socialmediasites.html. The International Schoolteacher.ning.com. Wetcanvas.com. Yuq.com. Using Twitter in the classroom from teachthought.com/technology/20-ways-high-using-Twitter-in-the-classroom. Twitter isn't good or bad. Take advantage of Twitter to do good things. Vocabulary and grammar building. In foreign language classrooms, and beyond, students learn about verbs with the help of Twitter. Through the service, students tweet verbs, their definitions, morphology, and grammatical functions, and as the tweets come in, teachers and peers fix or give hints on incorrect entries. Teachers can see how and where students make mistakes and have them immediately corrected, while students can understand how they're making mistakes before getting too far, offering immediate formative assessment. Parent communication. So many school districts are using both Twitter and Facebook to reach out to plugged-in parents without having to send home notes in kids' backpacks. Lunch menus, school board meetings, and even discussions about school district decisions are being shared online. Proponents of school districts on Twitter support this move, pointing out that districts can get instant feedback and parents can conveniently share their insights. Backchannel discussions. High school students can sometimes be quite introverted and shy in the classroom but outspoken online. Additionally, some high school classes move through discussions quickly and not all students find the opportunity to speak up in class. Both of these issues are addressed as high school classes encourage a Twitter backchannel discussion, in which quiet, shy, and unable to get a word in edgewise students are able to speak up in class without actually speaking up in class, sharing their comments, insights, and even relevant links through Twitter as the discussion goes on. Educators have found that Twitter backchannel discussions provide for more interaction not just in the classroom but beyond, as students often enjoy further carrying on the conversation even after class time is over. Twitter makes the education world smaller, connecting principals, teachers, and other education professionals across the U.S. and even around the globe. Reaching political candidates. Wise politicians know that listening to the people is their most important job, and as such, so many have jumped on the Twitter bandwagon to connect with constituents and voters, particularly during campaign season. One 11th grade social studies class in Canada is using a Twitter classroom to reach out to candidates in local elections, allowing students to become more informed and feel more involved in the political process. The students send out questions to the candidates and sometimes even get responses right back. Creating imaginative dialogues in English language arts. Illinois high school English teacher Tracy Orman uses Twitter to enrich the learning experience of Hunger Games, asking students to tweet as if they were a character from a chapter in the book. This is a fun way to engage students in the content that they're studying and a great practice in learning empathy and understanding of characters. Review content. At Iowa's Valley High School, Sarah Bird's DG Tools class uses Twitter as a tool for reviewing material. After each discussion, Bird asks her students to Twitter their MVP, most valuable point, using their classroom hashtag. This quick exercise allows students to further digest and understand the material at hand, while at the same time creating a great resource for future review. Supporting school newspapers. In some schools, high school newspapers just aren't getting the attention they used to, as students are often glued to phones, tablets, and laptops much more regularly than anything representing real paper. Some school newspapers are now using Twitter as a way to aggregate news information, tweet stories as they happen, and interact with their audience through questions and polls. Freedom High student journalists in Pennsylvania's Bethlehem Township often live tweet updates about football games right from the stands, sharing news for those who can't make it to the game. Connecting with global peers. Adam Taylor's class at Nashville's Overton High School connected with students half a world away in Pakistan, and they're quite enthusiastic about it. The two classes discuss student voices in school, cultural stereotypes and more, learning what life is like outside of their own classroom and culture. Taylor's idea has been quite popular and is even such a great draw that students are willing to come in early to school for the discussions. Volunteer opportunities. One nonprofit group, Jersey Cares, targets tweets to find volunteers to fill their recruitment needs and has found that many high schoolers answer the call. High school groups use Twitter to locate projects in their area where they can help out, since so many nonprofits are speaking out and asking for help on the social media service. Concise writing exercises. English teachers often need to teach the importance of brevity in writing, and Twitter is such a great tool for that, with its 280-character limit per tweet. Through the service, teachers assign tweets as a way to encourage understanding and efficient use of language. You can also use Twitter to practice writing thesis statements, too. Twitter quizzes. In California, Half Moon Bay High School history students can actually have fun with their quizzes, which take place on Twitter. Teacher Mike Putnam uses the social media service to ask fun questions that students answer, such as, who would you rather have dinner with? Adams, Jefferson, or Washington? Word tracking. As classrooms focus on a particular unit or subject, Twitter offers a great opportunity for staying up to date with learning beyond textbooks. Through Twitter, high school classrooms are tracking words, in which they subscribe to all tweets that include a particular words or phrase, like Pearl Harbor, or woodworking, returning results with insights, new developments, and more. This exercise is great for allowing students to follow current events and learn about resources they might not otherwise find. Thought-provoking questions. Minneapolis English teacher Candice Borema doesn't use Twitter for assignments, but she does keep up the educational chatter and encourages her students to interact with Twitter. With questions like, who are you in Elizabethan England, and is chivalry dead? Borema sparks offline discussion and interaction among her students that's reported to be inspiring and great for keeping students connected even when they're not in class. Fundraising. Whether it's for sending the Glee Club off to regionals or shoes to South America, high schools always seem to have a need for fundraising, and they can use all the help they can get. Some schools have turned to Twitter and Facebook to get the word out, going social and hopefully viral, in their efforts. Aided by online fundraising platforms and online payment tools, they're able to do virtual fundraising to complement and even replace traditional car washes and bake sales. Connecting with experts. Everyone is on Twitter these days, from celebrities to the president to world leaders, scientists, and more, and some high school classrooms are smart enough to take advantage of that. In Madison County, Iowa, students use Twitter to interact with historians around the world. They put together questions to ask historians on Twitter, getting answers that may not be easy to find in their history books. This sort of interaction is great for learning from experts and teaches students the value of research beyond traditional sources. Researching and planning careers. Another great way high school students are using Twitter connections is in preparing for their careers. Students can talk to professionals who are currently working in the paths they're thinking about following in their future careers. Some teachers have set up assignments that have students create Twitter lists in which they can follow accounts that are relevant to their career goals. Twitter scavenger hunts. Some teachers are helping students improve their research skills by assigning internet scavenger hunts and only allowing students to use Twitter to find their sources. Students often find this a fun challenge and a great way to research ideas and movements through Twitter searches. Real-time source evaluation. Using Twitter, students are able to tweet sources and ask their teacher, fellow classmates, and others that they engage with on Twitter whether it seems to be a credible source or not. This is a great way to teach about the use of online resources and learning about which sources are reliable and which shouldn't be trusted. Foreign language practice. Students in foreign language classes are able to use Twitter discussion around the world to learn about foreign languages. They create lists that allow them to follow foreign language news resources, key Twitter personalities and more. Students are even able to follow foreign language Twitter pen pals that they can interact with.